Good day, viewers. My name is Victor Adewale Adeleke. You're welcome to my YouTube channel, Maths with Adevic. Now, I'll be teaching you how to solve mathematics. Very simple. Mathematics is really not a problem because many persons have been having problems with providing solutions to several questions all over the world. But I'll be trying my best to make sure I deliver and demystify every equation. You can drop in the comment section questions you are finding problems with, and I will do well to do a video for you and provide a solution. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and do not also forget to hit or turn on the notification buttons, as it's very important so that when I drop videos like this, you will be seeing them frequently. Now, what we are having here is we want to derive the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is a formula that helps to provide solution to every quadratic equation. Now, what you must understand is that for you to be able to provide solution to every problem, you must understand the roots of the problem. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to find the roots and the beginning of the problem of quadratic equations. It is very simple. Now, what we have to do here, this is a quadratic expression. Every quadratic equation must be arranged in this format. Noted. Now, once you've noted that, what you are supposed to do now, we are going to be completing the square method to isolating the value of x, so that x will stand alone, then we cannot have a value for x. Now, because we are having this raised to the power of 2, this is called a quadratic equation. If you have raised to the power of 3, it's called a cubic equation. If you have raised to the power of 4, it's called a quadratic equation, and so on and so forth. Now, what you need to understand is that if it's having 1, it's called a simple equation. I know many of you must have heard that simple equation in a primary school or secondary school. Now, it is very simple to provide a solution of x. If it was a simple equation, it would be very simple to make the formula of x. But in this case, we are having a quadratic equation which is raised to the power of 2. And that means that we are going to have 2 answers. Keep that in mind. If you are having raised to the power of 3, you have 3 answers. Raised to the power of 4 answers. As it continues, it increases like that. So this one is raised to the power of 2. So we have just 2 solutions, 2 possible solutions in every part of the world that will fit into that equation. So let's make a subject formula of x. Follow me. Now, what you need to understand is take this c or transpose this c to this other direction. So we have ax squared plus bx equals to minus c. Once you have done that, the next thing you have to do is divide both sides by the coefficient of x squared. What is the coefficient? If I have 5x, the coefficient of x here is 5. If I have 3 minus 3x, the coefficient of x here is minus 3. So you must understand those things. Yes, positive 5, that's the coefficient of x. So you must understand those little information. They are very important in math. Now, what we do now, we're going to divide all through by a. The golden rule of mathematics, whatever happens to the right hand side happens to the left hand side. If you do anything like that in mathematics, anywhere in the world is accepted, because you have not actually changed the equation. What you have only did was that you introduced new variables, and nothing changes. It still remains the same. So what we do here, a cancels out with a. What do we have left? We have x squared plus bx over a equals to minus c over a. Now, what are we going to do here now? There's a very simple thing I'm going to explain to you right now. I don't want you to have a problem whenever you get to this extent, because very many persons, when they get here, they will focus on solving the left hand side or the right hand side. They will focus on solving the right hand side and forget about the left hand side. No, it's not supposed to be so. When you are solving mathematics, it's supposed to be individual. You are solving the both sides in pari passu simultaneously. Very important. So what we are going to do here is we are going to, it's a very simple trick, don't ever forget this. Add b over 2a all squared to both sides. Add b over 2a squared to both sides. Now, what does that mean? Like I said earlier, the golden rule of mathematics, whatever happens to the right hand side, when it happens to the left hand side, everything remains okay. So we are doing that now. We are adding that to both sides. So we have the x squared plus bx over a, then plus what? We have b over 2a all squared equals to what? Minus c over a, then plus the same thing, b over 2a all squared. Now, we have added the both sides of this equation. Nothing changes, everything is still intact. Now what we are going to do is, I don't want to stress myself solving this place, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to simplify this equation here. Do not forget indices. A over B all squared is equals to A squared over B squared. Very absolute. You can check it with your calculator, give values to A and B, and you'll find out that it works accurately and perfectly well. So that's the thing we're going to do here now. So if you are doing that to this question here, to this particular variable, we are having B over 2A here, all squared. I want to follow in similitude to what I did up here, but we're going to do the same thing. So we are having B squared over 2A all squared. Now when we square 2A, what does it mean? It means 2A times 2A. That's what it means, all squared. So when you do that, you have B squared over 2 times 2, you have 4. A times A, you have A squared. So that's what we're going to have there now. So we're going to have minus C over A plus B squared over 4A squared. Very okay. Nothing is wrong yet. I'm still on track. Now what we'll do here, x squared plus, because I told you simultaneous, you must solve the both sides, the two sides simultaneously, plus B over 2A all squared. Now if you observe this particular equation at the left hand, you find out that it looks like a quadratic equation. It looks like a quadratic expression. So what we can do here is that we can factorize this equation. That is what many persons will teach you. Very important. They will have to factorize this place. If you factorize it, everything is going to be reduced to a particular format. I'm going to show you. Now we have x squared plus bx over a, then plus b over 2a all squared. Now what we have here, we want to try and factorize this equation. I always tell my students this very beautiful trick. There's what we call AN. It's an algorithm or a mnemonic. It means addition, multiplication. Now we are going to take this last one here, multiply with the first one. When you multiply this last one with the first one, you would have b over 2a squared, then x squared. And all this also means bx over 2a, everything squared. If you don't understand this, you can drop questions on my comment section and I will explain. It's very simple, because if I really want to go deep down into every part of this, it will really take us time. So I have to just quickly skip this. So we have bx over 2a, then all raised to the power of square. Now what do we do? This is for the multiplication, don't forget. Multiply with the first. It's a trick. Now the first is the middle one, which is the addition part, to put it bx over a. Now you are going to puzzle. This is where the problem comes. What am I going to multiply that will give me this? And that same thing I will add and I will get bx over a. Very simple. Now, if after a lot of puzzling, the person that derived this formula very many years ago, after a lot of puzzling, he was able to discover that bx over 2a times another bx over 2a will give me bx over 2a squared. And that is perfect. You can see just even by mere looking at it, you understand what is going on there. Then the same bx over 2a plus bx over 2a is going to give me bx over a. I know many of you will be confused asking questions already. I already said my comment section is there, but I will try to throw a little light or expatiate what this is talking about. Now, if you simplify these two expressions now, bx over 2a plus bx over 2a, let's try that. We have bx over 2a plus bx over 2a. I don't want to stress you. So there's a very simple trick you can just do. Just draw your line. 2a times 2a, you have 4a squared. Simple. Then 2a times bx, you have 2abx plus 2a times another bx, you have 2abx. Add them together, we have 4abx over, I hope you're saying the word, 4abx, then divided by 4a squared. Now what happens here now? A does what? Cancels a. 4 does what? Cancels 4. Don't forget we have 2 a's down here. Now we are going to have bx over just an a, as we have here. So math is not magic. It's not magic. I always, many times I jokingly tell myself, I say mathemagic. It's not called mathemagic. there was a reason it was called mathematics, not mathemagic. So it's very, very simple. I believe that this explanation has actually been able to clear all your questions about this particular one. Now, once we are going to that, let's move on to the next. I think I need to, we are coming over to the second middle part of the board. Okay? Now, what we are going to do now, that is what we are going to do for the left-hand side. We want to try to factorize the left-hand side. So if you try to factorize the left-hand side, let's do that separately. We are going to have x squared plus bx over a, then plus b over 2a, all squared. Now, if you remember, bx over a was going with these two. These two were summed up together to get bx over a, which is this. So that's what we want to substitute now. So we want to expand the right hand side. Expanding the right hand side, we have x squared plus, what do we have there now? We have bx over 2a plus bx over 2a, which will give me this. So we have bx over 2a plus another bx over 2a. If you understand maths very well, this is what we call expansion, expanding. Then plus b over 2a all squared equals to what? Minus c over what? Over a plus b squared over 4a squared. Once you have been able to do this now the next thing you are going to do, very simple, is that we are going to try to break down these two and factorize. Now break them in twos. Break them in twos. Now, when you've done that, you see x is common here, so factorize x. When you factorize x out, you have x plus b over 2a. This one I'm not putting x here because x has been factorized. Same also here, but in this case, x is not common. What is common here is b over 2a. B over 2a is doubled here. While b over 2a is also here. So what we are going to do is that we are going to bring out b over what? 2a. Then what do we have inside? We have x plus b over 2a. Now this one have b over 2a because don't forget, if it goes back into it, we have square root of 2. So this one, because there will be no space here for me, I can call it equals to right hand side. Yeah, because there's no space for me to write that, so it goes to right hand side. So let's try to simplify this. Now if you can watch, these two occurs twice. So finally, you can just pick just a very simple instead of wasting your time. You can factorize the simple system of factorization, but I don't want to explain that because there are other classes that would organize for that particular session. Now, what we're going to do is do this x plus b over 2a, x plus b over 2a. Then you can pick any one of these because they occur twice. X plus b over 2a. Equals to, I think we can write our right hand side now. So, okay, let's try to simplify our right hand side because simultaneously, like I said, we must solve the two questions simultaneously. Now, what are we going to do here? Let me explain something to you. Minus 5 plus 6 is the same as 6 minus 5. Note, minus 8 plus 7 is the same as 7 minus 8. So, minus c over a plus b squared over 4a squared would be the same as b squared over 4a squared. When you do inductive hypothesis or induction in mathematics, you understand what I'm talking about. If it works for this, then certainly it will work for this. So we have b squared over 4a squared, then minus c over a. Very perfect. We are still on track, no problem yet. Don't forget, don't lose focus. We are trying to derive the quadratic formula. Now, what we are going to do here, this one occurred how many times? It occurred twice. So instead of wasting your ink, you can summarize. That's why I always tell students that indices I call indices a summary. It's a topic called summary in English. So indices is like the similitude to summary in English. So in this case now, instead of you writing and wasting your ink, writing in two places, you can just say x plus b over 2a all squared, which is in two places. Then equals to, let's try to simplify this. What is the LCM of this? The LCM of this is 4a squared. Do I need to show you that? Okay, let's just quickly run through that. 4a squared and a. A goes into all, A is the smallest, A goes into all, we have 4a, then we have 1. A goes in A, we have 4, we have 1, then 4 is 1, 1. So if you multiply this one now, you have 4 times a times a, which is 4a squared. Now 4a squared divided by 4 squared, we have 1. 1 times b squared, we have b squared minus 4a squared divided by a, we have 4a. Now 4a, okay, let me show you that. 4a squared divided by a cancel a, so left with 1a, so that's the 4a. So 4a times c, we have 4ac. If you know the quadratic formula, you can see that the quadratic formula is already showing up gradually in steps. So what we do here, we have you can watch properly. We saw that we only have one value of x. X is no longer raised to the power of 2. It has been simplified to this extent. So once you have done that, the next thing you are going to do is cancel the square root. Once you remove the square root, it's a system of mathematics. Whenever you remove the square root, it appears. Whenever you remove the square, it appears as square root in the other part of the equation. So when you remove the square here, what happens? It appears as the square root in the other part of the equation. Do not forget, as it appears, it has a plus minus. Why plus minus? The plus minus is indicating. Let me write it properly so you can see. The plus minus is indicating that with the x can have two answers, like I earlier stated, that polynomials are equations that they are having different degrees of powers. Like this one, this is a quadratic equation. It's also a kind of polynomial, but it's a quadratic equation because it has a power of 2. We have cubic equation power of 3, quadratic equation power of 4. So this is a quadratic equation. And I also told you that the quadratic equation only can have two answers because as a reason, because of what? Because of the power that it has. So a cubic equation that has 3 raised to the power of 3 is going to have 3 answers. The quadratic equation is going to have raised to the power of 4, and so on and so forth. So when you do that, when you cancel your square root, you have the square root on the other side, and you have the positive and the negative. Why the positive and negative? The positive and negative indicate that what you have 2 answers for your x, which is for quadratic equation as earlier stated. So what do we do here now? We have x plus b over 2a, okay, equals to what? Plus minus, you have your b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Let me draw because it's very important to draw everything down. Now once you've done that, what next do we do? We want to isolate and make x-ray formula. So to do that, you have that x will be equals to b over 2a crosses. When it crosses the equal to line, it turns to negative. So you have minus b over 2a. So we have minus b over what? Over 2a. Now we have your plus minus the square root b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Okay, now after this, the final thing we are going to do now, we are going to simplify this equation. Mathematics also told us surd rule, if you know your surd very well. Whenever you have root a over b all rooted, all square rooted, you can say root a over root b. You can break them just like that. So that's what we are going to do now to the right hand side of the equation. So we are having x is equals to minus b over 2a plus minus, we have b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Let me play on to the simple law of surd. Whenever two numbers appear twice in the square root, it comes out as 1. Noted. Just note this one, it will help you. Maybe one of my class I will be teaching surd. I will explain how this one works. So square root of a times a is going to be a, as simple as that. So that's what we are going to do here now. So if we are having 4a squared, why not I just say 2 times 2, which is 4, then times a times a. I'm still correct, still 4a squared. So these appear twice, these appear also twice. So because it appears twice, as I earlier stated, whenever two things appear twice in a root, in a square root equation, the square root line, it becomes out as 1. So what is going to come out here now? 2 is going to come out as 1. We have just 2, and 8 is going to come out as 1. So we have 2a. So we can now say that x is equals to minus b over 2a plus minus. We have the square root, b squared minus 4ac over just 2a. Now we have just 2a. You can see now we have the same denominators. We have same denominators for the two sides. So because we have the same denominator for the two sides, very simple, just select one of the denominator and solve. X is equals to, just draw a line of action 2a because they are the same. Now once you have gotten that, then you can now say minus b plus minus your b squared minus 4ac. This is the quadratic formula well derived. These are the questions. This is the question, which is the expression for every quadratic equation, and this is the solution, and this is the formula. With this formula, you can provide solution to every quadratic equation in the world. This is the formula. So this is called the almighty formula, but we call it the quadratic formula. Now, for more subjects like this, for more problems like this, just stay tuned, keep on following my station, and do not forget, hit the notification bell so that you can have and you can always be informed whenever I post videos like this again. Thank you and have a nice day.